back to Womiba Finance channel, and today I want to talk about something because sometimes we are like we want agents to do everything for us. But there are easy visas in this Europe that you can even sit in your house and prepare by yourself for yourself, then start traveling. Everything is not about agent. I know I help people to get their things together, but everything is not should not be about agents because you can do this by yourself. So, good morning, everybody. From wherever you are watching me from, good morning. My name is Onyinye, and welcome to Womiba Finance. And today, I want to tell you about HQWV visa in Portugal. This is highly qualified work visa for people that have skills. This doesn't mean like doctors, or even doctors can apply under this. Even welder, if you're highly skilled, you are highly qualified work visa candidates. So if you have skill, no matter data entry, IT skill, or you are a business person, you are working online, you are doing anything you are doing, but you are highly qualified. Somebody can look at you and say that, oh, you can do this or you can do that. That kind of thing. Then, whenever we are talking about highly qualified, work visa, I was telling somebody yesterday because I've got a client that we are preparing to, prepare her to come to Europe. So she said, oh, but she's not a medical doctor, she's not a nurse. I said, no. When we talk about people that can travel abroad, people think it's only doctors and nurses and HCA people that can travel abroad or in Europe, or these are the professions that are highly in demand in Europe. No. That is not true. For a fact, as I'm talking to you now, the most highly desirable profession in this Europe that tops number one in every chart, is software developer. But people don't know. People don't know this to be true. They think it's a doctor, they think it's a nurse, they think it's anything that has to do with medical or health. This is where people's head go to. No, I want to change that perception, that mindset you have, everybody like wants to believe it to be true. No, it is not true. Okay, let me tell you, for instance, now, you studied crop science or botany or vet medicine or Igbo language. Let me say Yoruba language. Anything, all these courses that people think, psychology, physiology, whatever it is, or sociology. People think that these courses are not in demand in Europe. That's because the only thing that they hear is nurses, teachers, medicine, pharmacy, anything medical, radiography, anything medical. That's the only thing people hear all the time. And this kind of, information that people have absorbed and settled with is dangerous, and it limits them to seek, their own, profession, their own work, visa to migrate. It limits them. No, I want to start changing that, with you this morning. And don't worry about the course you studied. I have said it. If you're following this channel, I have said it here many times, and I will keep on saying it. I have said it many times that you shouldn't be you shouldn't, be worried about the courses you studied in university if you want to travel abroad. All you need to do is to polish down your course, add some skills that can help you market yourself. Because obviously, your skills in terms of going abroad, your skills and what you can do and services you can offer, solutions your skills can offer are the things that can, are the highlights of your marketing strategy, of your self-marketing strategy, because obviously you have to market yourself. You have to tell somebody that is employing you that, oh, look, I can do this or I can do that. You have to be able to tell them that obviously that you can solve this problem. You have the skills to solve this problem. Look at the solutions that you will be putting, for them on the table. So these are the things I want you to be thinking, not your course, not your profession. Do you know that many people, many people have abandoned their original course they studied in university to go and register to do nursing? I have somebody that was 36 years old going back to do nursing because her sister told her that it's only nursing or nothing. So she's on her way to buy that form. I said, at 36, no husband, no anything, you're going back to school. I know education is important, no career, no. And you studied a very good course. Having studied something like English is a very good course. You can teach online, you can hone these skills, you can blog, you can manage people's social media, because obviously you studied English. You can become a content creator, you can write, a copywriter, you can do everything. There are many things out there for you to do. It shouldn't be only nursing that you'll be thinking of. You should go and hone that skill, hone what you have studied in university, and add something that will make you valuable in this era. Yes, add tech to it. If you're a copywriter, know how to do the back end website, because that is where you input some copyright content, some everything. So know how to do that. Then, if you studied something like engineering, so check what IT, what IT has done in your profession. Learn it, master it, be proficient, use it to market yourself. That is what people don't like telling themselves. Don't assume. Now, back to HQWV, which is highly qualified work visa in Portugal. This visa just came out. This visa status just came out. And I want you to apply. Now, I will also tell you what you have to do. And I will also tell you the agencies, the 7 agencies, recruiting agencies that can recruit you. They can even recruit you in temporary basis, and when you go there, you start you start extending your visa. You can apply for many visas in this Portugal. And why Portugal? Because you'll be sitting here saying UK is good, Canada is good. No, Portugal, in terms of visa status, in terms of internationally recognized passport status, Portugal trumps UK, it trumps Canada. Then ask me why. Why? Portugal is under European Union. So, if you become a Portuguese citizen, you'll be entitled to European citizenship. And when you get European citizenship, you can live and work in Canada, you can live and work in United Kingdom, then you can live and work in the entire European Union countries. Passport is like number 7. So all the countries in the entire world are now in number 3. I'm talking of in terms of passports quality. Every country in United Kingdom is now under number 3. Germany is number 2. Japan is number 1. Germany is number 2. Then all the countries in United in under European Union are in number 3. So if you have a Portuguese citizenship, you can go everywhere you want to go. USA, United Kingdom, Canada, and every country in European Union. You don't need to be doing visa, doing this. You'll be giving visa at the door of the international airport. You'll be giving your visa. So you don't need to be applying, wasting money. All this money people will be wasting now to apply for visa. So that is why Portugal visa that's number 1 reason. The number 2 reason is one of the cheapest country to live in under Western country. Portugal rents, social bills and all that, they are very cheap. They are quite cheap. So you can say, okay, Onyinye, tell us the disadvantage. The disadvantage is obviously that you have to learn the language. But you can apply for a job with your English proficiency. If English is number 1, is the official language in your country, you can apply, because many people in this part of the world now speak English. You can communicate, you can, but to be able to get citizenship when you get there, you have to do your language stuff like that. So when you finish watching this video, the things I advise people to do for me and for themselves is to go, because this is what happened to me when I went to Germany. I didn't do what I'm telling you now, because I moved from Germany to United Kingdom. I didn't do what I'm telling you now. So number 1 thing you have to do is this, and I will tell you this. Number 1 thing you have to do is this. Go and check where you can start learning this language in wherever you are, in your state or in your province or whatever you people call it, where you are. No matter whether you are from Kenya, Africa, anywhere in South Africa, West Africa, even North Africa, you are allowed to apply for this HQWV visa, which is highly qualified work visa. Okay, you might now ask, what are the requirements for this visa? I will shoot you that. Number 1, obviously, you have to have a valid international passport. You have, if you're following this channel, you've known what I said about international passports. I don't want to make it long, because this thing is now long. Then when you get it, you get your criminal record. For people from Nigeria, we get our criminal record from the police. That is Nigerian Police Force. We call them NPF. That's where we'll get our criminal record checks. That is I don't know the place for Ghana, Kenya, Uganda. I don't know how you people get your criminal record checks. Then number 2 is okay, I've said number 1 and number 2. Then number 3 is insurance that cover yourself in Portugal. You have to get international insurance coverage from your country. People in Abuja, they said you can do that. There's a kiosk in in our immigration service in Abuja, where you can walk in and get insurance from them. Then you have to have money to show that you can pay the first accommodation before you receive rent. That is proof that you can take care of yourself, pending when you receive your first, if they are not providing accommodation. But all these people that employ you for seasonal work and other to provide accommodation, will provide the insurance, will provide the travel cost. But it's not every employer that does that. So you have to be aware. Then the next one now is the qualification that says that you are qualified to do that skill, that job you're coming to do. You have to gather them. So if you did IT or something like that, you have to get a certificate from your trainer, or if you did it online, or you have to get certificate. If you're a graduate of maybe you went to school and graduated as accountant, you have to get the certificate from your school. So you're just packaging it to show that you are qualified for that visa. Then the last one is your employment contract and other things that are not like the most important, but they are vital. Sorry. When you get job, you have obviously, they have to give you offer letter. They have to give you the contract of that job, telling you that you have to work so hours. There's no any hours that they don't say that you have to work like 60 hours or 100 hours. So the hours are not defined in what I read in their website, in Portuguese website yesterday. So the final one I wanted to get in order is this. Please go now and get a good reference, because if you are seeking this highly qualified work visa to be able to make your application for jobs, you have to get a reference, state it and the address in your CV or in your resume. So you have to have somebody sticking that you have worked and you're a good worker. Maybe you are a website designer. You have said the person will say that you're the one that designed the company's website, and it is good working with you. You are a professional. All these good things reference givers normally say. All these good things. You have good work ethics. You deliver on time. You follow the rules and regulation. Blah blah blah. All these kind of things. So go and get a professional reference for yourself, because that will go a long way to show that you are skilled and you are professional. You have to put yourself that you are a professional in what you are doing. So to be able to make sure that somebody, reading what you have put out, for them to see, will be happy to, get you on board. So let's go and deal with the agencies that are recruiting. Okay, please forgive me because I'll be looking at my paper. I don't want to give you a false. You'll be seeing it in the screen, but I want to say it in the order I have put it out, and their phone number and their website or their email. I normally leave contact. I don't just tell you the name of the recruitment agencies that have jobs for you from Africa. I don't normally I make sure that I give you their website or their email for you to make your further inquiries and ask. I have said why I'm giving you people their contacts. Do you know why? For you to make your own inquiries, to make sure that this company is company that you can work for in a long time, because obviously your visa and your extension of visa are tied to them. If they don't treat their workers fine, you might have problem and it will affect your visa. So that is why I normally leave their website or so that you can go and research about them. And when you research about them, then you can make your own observation. That's what we call your personal observation. You can make your own research and come out with your own observation facts and all that. So number one in our list is Foreign Workers LDA, International Recruitment Specialist. Their number and their name are on this screen, so don't worry, but I'll be looking here to make sure that I'm telling you what I have. So this recruitment firm, they are into construction, medical, and everything. And it's a small. Do you know why I put them first? They don't have competition. Like, many people might not be applying to them. All these new recruitment firms that are making their ways into the recruitment industry, They will pay attention to you because they are starting out and they want you to give them a thumbs up. That, the kind of thumbs up I want you to give me this video. They would like you to give them a thumbs up. So number one is this foreign workers ODA international recruitment specialist. Their number is in this screen. So go and research about them on your own and come and give us. Put it in your search engine and research it, because they are quite new company, a small company recruiting foreign workers. So they will be able to, listen to people, because they are not like number two, I would say, like Michael Page. Michael Page is well known. They are everywhere in Europe. They are very big company. They are even into accounting, medical, healthcare, construction, anything. Foreign workers from abroad to Europe, they are well known. And one of their head office is in Portugal. So they are employing people. I think last 2 years they went to India to employ people because they were sitting in their chair in Portugal. They couldn't, see IT specialists, and IT specialists were needed. So they have to carry themselves to Indians to recruit them from their own country. So that is how big and how they have money to travel to recruit people, do massive recruitment. So Michael Page is well known. So their number and their email is here. Stanton Chase Portugal is another, their website is another recruitment agency that are big like Michael Page. And they have money, and they recruit thousands of international international or overseas workers to come and work in Portugal. So they are well known. This number 3. Then number 4 is Capingimi Portugal. I don't know how to pronounce it. Please look at their phone number, and so go and research about them and make your own conclusion. They are quite small, but they are big in recruiting in IT and construction. So you check them out. Number 5 is Robert Waters Portugal recruitment firm. Robert Waters are well known for professional recruitment. So if you're a professional, then they are your go-to recruitment firm. Submit your CV, follow them up, their phone number and everything. Go to their website and check them out and all that, and make sure that you make your own your own research, because these companies can be somehow, you might come there, they will start paying you peanuts and all that. So make sure that you get how much they are paying you. So number 6 is Timing Timing recruitment firm. It's quite good. They recruit overseas. They are notorious with overseas recruitment. So this is where you will be heading to. Now, then number 7, our last, is Work Supply Portugal. So Work Supply Portugal is a very, very well-known recruitment firm. So they are good in recruiting Africa and Asians and all that. So, but when you apply or are trying to apply, make sure that you will create time to follow things up. Make sure that you will create time to, as you're following things up, make sure that you get everything in a professional way, because this visa is highly qualified work visa. So you can get a job to proceed to get this visa. And this visa in Portugal, let me just tell you now, their work permit is somehow. Their work permit, the first work permit is 1 year. They have to make sure that you don't have criminal record at that 1 year and all that to proceed to extend your visa. There's nothing like work visa that will give you 5 years in Portugal. There's nothing like that. So Portugal starts with 1 year to make sure that your head is there, that your employer have to write, what are they calling it? Have to, at the end of that 1 year, before you extend your visa, your employer have to write the government that you are a good worker, you are this and that. So this is where I will come to an end with this video. it has been a long video because I wanted to make it sure, but I want to get everything out. And please, you know now, please subscribe, follow this channel. Please tell your mates, your friends, your family, and maybe your children about this channel, because this is a children-friendly channel, because we talk about, the only thing we talk about here is location, migration, how migrants can create their own money, manage their money when they migrate, and how they can stay true to themselves to be able to get their citizenship. So this channel is for everybody. And again, I want you people to help me, do me a favor, please, by sharing this in your social media platforms, and just follow us, give me a thumb up, comment, and because it makes me happy, it makes our algorithm to wake up to show that people like this channel. So please don't leave without liking, without subscribing, without commenting, and without sharing. It is good. You will keep me coming back with this kind of well-researched information about how you can migrate, very, very, in a very, very straightforward, that is not hard, or that will not cost you a lot of stress or money to migrate to. Thank you so much once again, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.